Everything in life that's green is good for you. Wiggins, your vegetables, your green light, your money. Think about it. Everything that's green is a gold.
I respect that. I ain't no arguing with that. Sure. Weed, all that. All right. But,
Weed. Trees that bring you oxygen with the green leaves. The grass.
hey, welcome back, everybody, to S.WigginsTV. As always, I'm your host, Worldwide Wiggins. And I must say, man, it's an honor and a pleasure, man. I finally did it, man. I got 3 legends on the line here, man. I appreciate these brothers' time, taking the time out to do this, man. I salute them, man, with every bone in my body. It's not often, we got hoods that stay hustlers. Never turn crip or blood. They true to who they are, Never folded for pressure or nothing, Please welcome my guest, man. T-Lo.
Yep.
K-Man. And Big D, man. How y'all feeling, fellas?
Oh, nigga green, and the name is T-Ler.
All right. T-Ler, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. First things first, I done the little bullshit episode, on the research of y'all hood. Let's get some clarification, man. How did 706 Bellflower Hustlers start?
Started as two different entities at Bellflower High that came together and comprised as one, which was Bellflower Hustlers, Black Mob Hustlers, which henceforth you get the term 706 Hustlers, which represents Bellflower 90706. It's our zip code. So to cut it short, instead of saying Bellflower Hustler Mob Gang, we just say 706 Hustler Mob Gang.
Right. For sure.
Me,
Go ahead. Hey.
Say me, I came in at 706. I've heard of the history. I heard of it through other niggas, because when I do a lot of jail time, so when I tell a nigga where I'm from, it may be the first nigga I ever heard speak on the hood and in depth was a nigga from Insane. And he's like, "Oh, you from 706?" He's like, yeah, y'all used to be Black Mob. So I got history from other niggas along with the homies. And, I asked the homies about, certain nigga shit. You got to check with the homies. And so me, I like to speak on is what I know from 706 on forward. The homies, right here, they know a lot more history, but I can speak on me and my time,
For sure. Because I heard some things, I actually got some phone calls, whether they was real homies from y'all hood, man. I'm hearing that the Freaky Boys thing wasn't too accurate either. Was it? The high school?
Nah. Freaky Boys came along way later. Freaky Boys came along in the 90s. We was already well established. And they wasn't a gang. They was more like a Bellflower High School posse, and that's all it was.
All right.
Most of the cats that was some Freaky Boys all turned Hoover, man.
Oh.
And a lot of cats that we grew up with that used to claim Freaky Boys, they all got ties to the 11-2.
For sure.
Now, I can give you this. They tried 9-0 Hustlers, but that didn't last a whole 2-3 months. It started in the summer and ended that same summer because of us. Anything in Bellflower that tries to start up, nigga, it's either turn the hood or, get on. Including Oak Block. They try to put, I heard first they was Oak Block. See, I was locked up when they came around. If I was out, they probably wouldn't have been around. But when I get out, I hear, oh, it's some homies from Oak Block, homies from Oak, what? Where's that at? So they tell me, I'm like, nah. They put hustle on there, try to, click up, but no. Either you 706 or nothing.
Damn, all right. Stomp down, huh? All right, for sure.
That's what 706 is. You know, that's the area code of Bellflower. So they can't let nothing come up and claim Bellflower and not, you know, and not address it.
I feel it. I feel it. Now, let's get to the Sherwood Apartments, man. So, was that accurate that y'all pretty much had control of that, and that was the party spot, and y'all was getting money over there? Is that accurate? Not to go into too many details.
All the way back to when it was called Small World.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that was like headquarters. You know, I even went to jail from there back in I went to YA from there. I would say 94, 95. Not knowing that we done did so much, they brought LAPD in and they was on anything wearing green. So I had a green shirt on, burner, and nigga, I hit the corner and they snapped the nigga up. But prior to that, we would we ran it.
All right.
Eucalyptus was a spot like serving out of state, nigga. Brooklyn was where it started. That was the foundation of the West Side. Yep. But Eucalyptus you could make money like you was going out of state. You sell nickels for the $1 million block. $1 million block.
All right. Hey, I love that.
Yeah, we from what I hear, like I say, I was gonna only speak on what I know, but this is something that I know the other homies spoke on. Before we came around, the Colonial Forest or Bellflower locals was around, and we all intermingled with each other prior to us becoming a gang. And once we became a gang, they knew where our homies stayed at, so they come through doing pop shots at the homies' houses. But they didn't probably shot a couple of homies, but they ain't got no trophies, or they ain't got no man down. So I hear that they can't even get their 13 until they get one of us. So we supposed to be their main enemy. They got their 13. Oh, they got it? Okay. Well, we supposed to be their main enemy, and how is this your main enemy and you ain't even got one?
All right.
Yeah, 18 she's their main enemy now. They like, yeah, we can't handle all of y'all.
So, speaking of which, what's y'all? I mean, it's well known that y'all got a little conflict with the CS. Is y'all cool with 18th Street for the most part?
Yep.
All right.
They handle the Mexicans, we handle the blacks. Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
All right.
So you have to look at the dynamics of us coming together. It was maybe Crips and Bloods, and all of us have family ties or ties with other hoods. So we knew the dynamics of gangbanging, but we bought it into straight hustling. It's supposed to be a city where niggas come, and it still is a city. You can come through and kick it all day, no matter where you from. But if you with the bullshit, we with it too. And I think ours is more bullshit than yours if that's where you want to go with it.
For sure, man. The number one question, it's a two-part question, man, and I'm glad I got three, reputables to speak on it, man. What made y'all, choose to be hustlers and stay hustlers and not either, like you said, you got a lot of outside influence. You got homies from Gray, Hoover, wherever you have you, man. What made y'all stay? Hey, bro, we hustlers. That's it.
From my standpoint, this K-Man. From my standpoint, it was the uniqueness of it all. You know what I mean? Because we stand alone. Like, at the end of the day, we deal with a lot of people. We ain't got no allies. You know what I mean? We're in our own lane. We pave our own lane. Henceforth, the word, we don't say cuz of blood. We call each other Lur, which is the last three of hustler. Hustler.
Mm-hmm.
What's green with it, Lur? Paved our own lane, our own word, the whole nine. That's what drew me in. And for me, T-Lur, same thing. Nigga been around in all of the cities. Nigga born in Compton, lived in the Pendletons, in Linwood and Gardena, where niggas seeing Crips and Bloods going at it, and I'm like, nigga don't want to be a part of that. But this hustler thing, nigga can go anywhere and get his money, and that's one of the things that niggas stress. thing is, if you were a hustler, take the Crip off, and we could hustle anywhere. You go to any hood. Like I could go in any hood. Certain hoods I won't go to because of their, reputations. And that ain't a knock to none of the hustler Crip or hustler blood.
Right.
Not at all. You repping the H, we got love. If you just or stop at the H, and that's it. That's all. Yeah.
For sure. You just mentioned something, the Hustler Nation. And I seen, shout out to C-Rag, man, Mr. CR, he had an interview. He definitely mentioned y'all as one of the, one of the hoods, the hustlers he respected comes, to the meetings and all that. So, another question that arises, man, is, what's some of the hustler sets that you guys, may have ran across and say, oh, all right, these some cool motherfuckers, like maybe 357 Hustler I heard in Cerritos. Like what's some of them?
For me, it'll have to be old school 47 Top Dog Hustlers or the Long Beach 49 Hustlers. For me, it's always been the hard top. That was like the first hustler hood I heard of, and
88.
Nigga was in camp 88, the 10-fold, the 10 trace, and one of the homies, his brother was from I want to say 88 if I'm not mistaken. So I was introduced to the hard time. That's the first hustler hood I heard of, and then I was around with the Wilton places back in the late 80s, early 90s, and branched out to the town.
I'm Big D, my nigga. I fucked with the East Side Hustler.
All right, for sure. Respect, man. Respect.
I was gonna say anything that got the H on it. I embrace it all. If you from San Bernardino, from Chicago, Four Corner hustlers, it don't matter. You from North Korea hustler, I'm gonna embrace you. So
right.
That everybody's a hustler. They just don't acknowledge it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Everybody has hustle in them. They have that drive. That's all it is. And from my research, damn near every hood started off as hustlers. Looters Park, the Long Beach 20s. Damn near every hood started off as hustlers. Yeah. So, it's always been there. And like the homie say, everybody's a hustler, but acknowledging it and embracing it, like how we do, that's all it's about. We out here, we get money. We rep that green rag to the fullest, homie. Green things mean things. Green rags, the money bags. That's our slogan, man.
For sure, man.
And, our colors used to be green, black, and tan for those, who are old enough to know.
All right.
And it just boiled down to the green because, that's what it was. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything in life that's green is good for you. Wiggins, your vegetables, your green light, your money. Think about it. Everything that's green is a gold.
I respect that. Ain't no arguing with that. Sure. Weed, all that. All right. But
weed. That bring you oxygen with the green leaves. The grass. How can you go wrong? And it's a unique color. That's why we represented it. Only other hoods that rep the green is the Swamp, the Lincoln Park, the Lime Hood, Kelly Park, the Kelly Park, and Gardena. Mm-hmm. Yep. The green is good.
For sure, bro.
The green team.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
C-Rag was like, C-Rag brought another important thing up too. Like he said, in the county jail, things get a little different. You might not have a whole hustler dorm. So in the event that maybe y'all, God forbid, one of y'all, go down, like if let's say the hustler car is not as prevalent, like where would y'all get situated?
See, that's a great question because we deal with everybody, Crips and Bloods. Like me, like I told you earlier, I know Crips, I know Bloods. I've been doing time in the Y since the 90s. I was one of the first homies to go to YA, establish everything. Cats running up on me, where you from? I'm from 706 West Stat. It's this. Mm-hmm. Pure point blank, ain't no talking. That's what had me in the Y for so long. Another homie started coming. So I met connections. I got connections with cats from everywhere. Crip, Blood, cats that don't bang. Essays. I go and hang with them still to this day, and I'm 50. I still go hang with some of these cats I met when I was 18, 19, 20 years old in YA, because we stay solid.
See, and that's the main thing what he just said about staying solid. Like, me, I never went in to press with nobody, but because I was solid, it was niggas pressing with me. Like, if I got into it with a nigga from Compton, or if I got into it with a nigga from wherever, I got into it with a nigga with, it was niggas like, oh, we know that nigga is not on the bullshit, so I was supportive. Yeah.
Right.
Now, and that was another main thing, too, with me. I knew that I carried a lot on my back by us not being known, from going to the county where niggas like, I'm 706, niggas like, where that's at? So I felt that I had the generation demonstration. Yeah, I had to make it cool for the generation up under me when they come through, because if the first nigga that you meet from any hood, that's how that hood's gonna be judged. So it wasn't about my rep. It was about those coming after me being able to, press and push it without being pressed. Hey, this K-Man, at the end of the day, it was about the hood and my name, because at the end of the day, I got to walk around with this name, and I can't be no bitch, and I got sons. You feel me?
Right.
So win or lose, like, the motherfucker, you just had to go in, win or lose. Especially, like, for me, like I said, I was the first, I was in YA by myself, juvenile hall, camp, the pen. It's rare I ever did time with any homie. You know what I mean? It was usually me by myself. So I had to hold down the hood because, like the homie just said, niggas is going to judge the hood and categorize the hood just based off of what I'm in here doing and the way I'm carrying myself.
Now, in that video where I kind of tried to do the breakdown, man, you can see that I put a certain rap music video in there. And I seen somebody in the comment, you got trolls on the internet talking they little shit, but was Green Rag actually for Bellflower? Like, I'm just making sure. I don't want to, put the wrong info out there.
Rag from Bellflower.
All right. For sure. All right.
Shout out to my nigga C-Rag from the east side, man. That's my nigga. He know who this is. My nigga, this K-Man, nigga. You already know it's all love, my nigga.
Right.
And it's another hard time, I was my nigga Steinman. He said they straight hustlers too, but you know how that goes. A lot of people get influenced, so they probably say cuz, but he was trying to say, like, that they straight hustlers too, the 7-8. So,
yeah,
you got niggas that try to embrace it, but and if you hear any hustler saying learn, that ain't from 706, we started that, and niggas is carrying on because they see that it ain't going nowhere.
For sure.
An everyday ruthless. That's what you want to say. But yeah, the uniqueness about us is that because we were such a small hood in the beginning and knew there was no room for letting nothing slide. We had to fight, we had to fight in the beginning. Like, we was less than 20 heads. We used to fight, and I mean everybody, homeboys and homegirls. It's like we couldn't let nothing slide and address everything immediately. And the good thing about us is that when we did slide, we didn't have to put it out there that it was us. And 9 times 10, whoever we riding on, they went and got it at their immediate enemies because, they really didn't know about us. They didn't even know where to go hit us at. So that may be another reason why we don't have no dead homies from no hood or faction that we funked with.
All right.
Like I said, we got homies that's been shot, regular everyday thing, but we're one of those hoods that's blessed to not have an enemy or somebody that we're going at it with kill any of our homies. We got dead homies that's been, most of them in car accidents and different shit like that. Yep, came and spooked, but it wasn't immediate. Yep. No, got two homies that got killed, by some niggas, but it wasn't like we was funking with the niggas. It was something that, on some personal shit, like hating that shit type shit. Yeah.
For sure. All right, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate all three of y'all brothers, man. All three of y'all lurks, man. Thank y'all for the heads up, man, for the knowledge, man. I'm pretty sure they gonna ask me to bring y'all back, man. Thank you a lot, man, and salute.
Y'all. Just as well, shout out to you. Shout out to you for giving us the opportunity to clear up any of the misconceptions and the bullshit that's out there. That's why we're here, to get it directly straight from the horse's mouth, you know what I mean? We know the haters gonna be on there in the blog saying what they say. A lot of y'all know me, homie. You done been in the pen with me, the county, YA, camp. K-Man, man. Kwame, you know who I am. Holla.
For sure.
Yep. Thanks for putting us on your platform, man. Like you say, it's been misconceptions, and thanks for allowing us to clear it up, and hopefully we can address some other things in the future if possible. Especially if they like it, want to hear some more. It's a whole lot.
Oh yeah,
a lot of content.
Oh, that's coming for sure.
From robberies to ride-bys on bikes, whatever you want to talk about, just no names. But I can say this: every little club we went to, whenever something cracked off, we've always came out on top. Fighting.
That's the day 5 days about that one.
Hey, Wiggins, it's one word that'll be yelled in the club. I don't give a fuck how loud that music is. Niggas hear love, they coming.
Damn. Like that, huh? Wow.
Yeah. On command. On command, because if you don't come, you're getting beat up and hit with a trash can. Examples.
Hey, man, listen, man. Part 2 coming soon, man. Yeah, you see what's coming in part 2, man. Make sure you and drop a comment. Let them know you want the part 2 so they can see it, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
If you want it, we'll give it.
For sure.
If you want it, we'll give it.
Till next time, man. S.WigginsTV, man. 706 Bellflower Hustlers. Big D. K-Man. T-Lur. We out of here.